What's up, VC? This is Brad from H2Vinyl. Happy Thanksgiving. Hope everyone's having either great turkey or ham, green bean casserole, and if you're vegan, I hope you're enjoying whatever vegans eat for Thanksgiving. I'm just really trying to be all-inclusive here. And if you don't celebrate Thanksgiving, I hope you're having a great Thursday, or if you're on the other side of the pond, hope you're having a great Friday, I guess. Anyway, to celebrate Thanksgiving, I thought I would create my very first thread video, and that is Gimme 5 albums that you're thankful for. But here's the stipulation. They have to be within the last year. So whenever Thanksgiving was last year, let's say November 27th, because I like to think that that's the day Thanksgiving is, to November 23rd of this year. So between those two time frames, give me 5 albums that were either released this year or within that time frame, artists that you learned about and started liking this last year, and we'll even say things that have been re-released that you added to your collection for the first time this year as well. So pretty much everything I have here, I have my 5 here. Also want to say, because I'm constantly looking through people's videos and really enjoying learning about new music. There's so much music I don't know, and if you do have an artist or a band that you enjoyed and you learned about it from someone else, please give that person the credit, and maybe link to their video, or to at least to their channel, either in the description, or if you want to do the card thing here, you can do that too. So anyway, let's get into my 5. This first one I mentioned a couple videos ago, which was a couple of weeks ago, maybe 2 weeks ago, and that is, when was this released? This was released August of 2017. This is Uncle's newest album, The Road Part 1, and I'm, even in the last week, last 2 or 3 weeks, I have fallen more and more in love with this. I have it still in the shrink wrap because I'm that kind of person. This is like a mule behind these stickers here, and like a person, but there's no person inside. There you go, there's no glare there now. But I've fallen in love with this album all the more these last few weeks, because I have the CD of this, and I have a CD player alarm clock, and so I wake up to this album, and this album is just perfect to wake up to. It's just kind of eases you into it, and then it gets gradually more intense, would be a good word. Anyway, I will be playing the track Nowhere to Run. This is by Uncle, off their newest album. This next artist is a group that I learned about less than 2 months ago, and while I was in Detroit, which was the middle of the middle of October. I get October and August mixed up, a little like I get yellow and orange mixed up. Really kind of weird. But this is the group Royal Blood. They are from the UK, and they were touring with Queens of the Stone Age. They still are. Learned about them. They're just a duo. The one plays what I thought was a guitar, and the other one plays drums. And was amazed, saw them in concert, thought it was going to be boring, and was amazed at the sound that they produced. This is their 2015 album, Royal Blood, and then this is their 2017 album that was just released a little bit ago. This one's called, what is this called? How Did We Get So Dark, which is the title track off of, the first track off of, on their album. What can I say about these guys? So one thing about these, I was so surprised at the sound that they were able to get out of their instruments. And I mean, I work with a number of musicians, really good friends, and I've been watching nonstop YouTube videos of their concerts for the last 3 or 4 weeks now. Was really trying to figure out how they got that sound, and one of my best friends at work he's a bass player. His name's Brendan, and one day I just showed him a video, and he's like, "Oh yeah, well they're getting that bass sound because he's playing a bass. He's a bass player, so he would know." And then he was talking about how he could get that sound by pedals and splitting things and doing all of this stuff, and like that got him really excited about their music and really excited about how he might be able to incorporate that sound with the things that he does. And so not only has it just kind of impacted me, but just by telling someone, it's impacted other people as well. So anyway, I'll be playing a song off of this album, their 2017 album, and that song I will be playing is "I Only Lie When I Love You." Alright, the third of the Gimme 5 albums that I'm thankful for, and artists or bands, groups that I'm thankful for is, and I don't know how I couldn't mention these guys, and this is Queens of the Stone Age, another 2017 album, Villains. I gotta be honest, this album, coming off of their 2013 album, which is Like Clockwork, I gotta be honest that I wasn't really impressed with this. But here's the thing for me, if I'm going to put this down just to get better lighting on me, because it's all about me, and I didn't want to hold it, so again, all about me. This was a slow burner for me. I wasn't really all that impressed with the first track that they released. And then I heard a couple other tracks, and one of them I liked. Actually, two of them I liked. The first track, what's the name of it? Feet Don't Fail Me Now. I really like the sound of that. And then The Evil Has Landed. Really like that track too. Very eerie at the beginning, but I got over that. And then when I found that I started singing things while I wasn't listening. Like, I got things stuck in my head, and I'm like, what is that? Oh, that's Queens of the Stone Age's new album. Okay, yeah, I'm not upset that I have that stuck in my head. You get the songs stuck in your head, and you kind of want to just drill them out. No, I was fine with that. And then the next movement was, I actually want to listen to that song. I put in some headphones, get it on Spotify, and start listening to it. And then I'm like, it pretty much happened with every song, to the point where now I readily go to this album. So this was a slow burn for me, but definitely Queens of the Stone Age. One of one of my favorites for this last year, and definitely love this group. And the song that I'll be playing is, what do I think? Yeah, I got it. Unreborn Again. That is the song I'll be playing. Here it is. This next album is technically a December 2016 album. Still fits within the parameters. It was released digitally on Spotify in December and then released on vinyl in January of this year. And that is I think, the best hip-hop group, one of the best hip-hop groups, definitely the best hip-hop album for this year, and that's Run the Jewels 3. Saw these guys in January, and at the time of seeing them, I didn't really care for this album, but I guess this was a slow burner as well. I really liked their first album a whole lot more, but their third album, in the last 10, 11 months that I've had this, has definitely outpaced their first album by a tremendous amount. So this is their best work so far, and I will be playing a track off of this album. I don't remember what I'll call what I picked, but here it is.
What me worry now, buddy, I've lost before, so what? You again, I'm dirt, motherfucker, I can't be crushed. Fuckers, open the books up and stop bullshitting the kid. My dick got a Michelin star, I'm on par with the best, never took the gig. I'm a super cat from down in the dust, don't bother to touch. I got firm clutch on a grip in a box, I might go ride a tank, take a ride in the bag. On the side of Rick Rubin, rush a full thrust, don't flash freak shit to the Shark Tank judge. Talk real good cause we're smart and stuff, we a good crew to fuck with, better than love.
The last artist that I want to mention is someone that I've learned from a member of the VC, and that's Joe L. Joe showed this, gosh, I don't remember when, and if you haven't subscribed to Joe, please do. He's got an amazing channel. This is a California rock group, and they've changed their names a few times. They used to be 2 letters, and then they changed it to something else, and then they even changed it further. This is their latest album. This group is The OCs, or OCs, and that's spelt out as OCs, looking, sorry if that was crazy. This is their latest album. I believe it was released either in July of this year or August, and this is Orc. And that's an orc at the bottom here. Try and get the glare out of there. Garage rock, California rock, psych rock, a little bit of punk in there as well. I will be playing, oh geez, I can't make up my mind. They kind of run together. I may play Night Expo or Animated Violence, but probably Animated Violence. This album wasn't out when Joe showed a live album, which I've in the last year I've purchased probably 4 or 5 albums by this group. They're just completely awesome, and so here is that needle drop. Well, VC, This is my first thread video. Hope it was a good one. If you haven't heard any of these artists, do check them out. They're all top notch. And if you haven't checked out Joel's channel, I'll leave a link in the description. Definitely check out his channel. It is awesome. So I guess the question I have, what new music or even old music that's been re-released in this last year have you added to your collection this last year? Let us know. Again, hope everyone had a happy Thanksgiving and had a lot of wonderful ton of food, but don't eat too much. They only get better with, as leftovers. So you can have them, turkey and all of that stuff, gravy. Oh man. Oh, so side note, I never ate the cranberry sauce that comes out of the can because it was always sliced. And to me as a kid, I thought they were beets. So why would a kid want to eat beets? And so, anyway, way off topic. Hope everyone's doing well. Again, happy holidays, and we will talk to you next time.